Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going over to Bitcoin, big up the CoinsKid group. So Bitcoin at the moment is having a retracement whilst the DXY retraces as well. So if we take a look at the Bitcoin chart, drop it into the DXY chart right now, what we've got is an inverse correlation. You can clearly see at this level here, when this retraced into the EMAs, what happened to Bitcoin? It went through a correction. And right now, as this retraces into the EMAs, what's happening? We're going through a correction on Bitcoin as well, okay? So until this busts and move above the EMAs and breaks out and creates some kind of double bottom down here, double bottom and ascending triangle or whatever, and starts to bust a move, for me, I think that Bitcoin is still going through a correction with the potential to hold it to go back up. So I'm looking at a particular setup right now that I've been looking at for a very long time, that from 2022 into 2023, we're going to get this big correction in DXY, and we're going to see a massive explosion here for Bitcoin, which is inversely correlated. Okay, so we're gearing up for the same sort of signal that we got in 2020, where we got the Def Cross drop, 2017 Def Cross drop, and you can clearly see, like I said to you the other day, usually when we do create the Def Cross on the DXY, we do correct into the Def Cross for Bitcoin. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're correcting into this Def Cross on the DXY. So for me, there is a little setup that's occurring right here for Bitcoin right now that I think could be a bit of a looking glass and a bit of a guide as to a massive move that's coming here for Bitcoin. And obviously what we want to see that with that move as well is this accompanied Def Cross and this continued breakdown, and then this pattern met of a big head and shoulders pattern for the DXY. Let me show you right now. So we've got this left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and right now if we lose this support and we start to close below 101.585, I think you've got a confirmed breakdown here, and I'm looking at that technical target, a bigger retracement to where you came from in 2021 right there for the DXY. Let's dive into the Bitcoin chart right now. So quickly before we dive into the Bitcoin chart, I'm just going to take a quick look at the CBBI. I will keep looking at this every day with you, okay? And if you want to go to this, is cbbi.info. It's a fantastic little indicator. We did run into 29. I expect this to pull back to roughly the sort of low 20 mark right now. So we're at 25. I think what we've got here is a very strikingly similarities between this bottom and this bottom, you know, and in a sense that what we've got is dark green, light green, and right now we are sort of beginning to take off here for Bitcoin. So what we have got here, we ran into 29. Look at that, 29 before pulling back to roughly 20, I think it was, before continuing. So we're looking for that little pullback here in the CBBI, find a key level support for Bitcoin as well, before continuing back up the stairs right there for Bitcoin. But again, obviously, what we definitely want to see is the DXY Def Cross, the breakdown of that support, and then Bitcoin bust a move back up above its local high, around about 31,000k, I think it is right now. So we'll take a look at the Bitcoin chart, see what we can see, okay? So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame then, I think there's a perfect little setup here that no one's looking at right now, and it's very strikingly similarities between this sort of Corona dump and the V-shaped recovery that continued to hold these EMAs and take off into space right there. So I think we're doing exactly what we did there. You know, we've got a sort of FTX fallout, the black swan, just like that was some kind of black swan, forced Bitcoin down, and it's swiftly V-shaped out of there, just like it's swiftly V-shaped out of there way back in 2020. So what we've got with that particular breakout just there was the accompanied Def Cross in 2020 leading into 2021. We got the Def Cross on the DXY, okay, and this is something I cover for you every single day. So right now we've got this sort of V-shaped recovery after this black swan, just like we got there, and right now we're above these key EMAs, just like we were just there, okay? So at the minute, I think that what we could be on the cusp of is something like this for Bitcoin, a massive explosive move here when people least expect it. So I'm going to go through this with you as to why, okay? So I think that what we've got, and I've gone through this with you many times before, is a big cycle here. So we've got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and right now we're in a kind of final fifth wave of a big move here for Bitcoin, some kind of blow off top. Now I remember there was a guy on YouTube who was really bearish, just like he's really bearish now. His name was Crypto Savvy, okay? And I remember at this time here we got this V-shaped recovery, and I remember he was projecting for this and he missed out, and all his followers and subscribers missed out on that, okay? So I remember getting really frustrated with him, to be honest with you, because I knew he was wrong, but I wasn't making videos at the time because I knew that this was a 1, this was an ABC2, and this was a powerful 3. So I was projecting and telling family and friends, you're going to go up and take out that high, because what we've got, this is an impulsive wave 3, which is the most powerfulest wave. Look, this is a 1, there's a 2, there's a 3, and right now I think you've gone through an irregular wave 4, and right now you're in a final fifth wave, which is going to take out that high. So what I'm saying to you right now is no different than what I was telling family and friends right there. I think you're going to come up and take out that wave 1 high, okay? And we did, and it was an explosive time. So right now there's something that's setting up perfectly in this chart, just like it did here on this break. So let me show you right now. So what we've got is this resistance, just like this V-shaped recovery here. You got the V-shaped recovery into resistance, high, low, broke out, fell back to support. V-shaped recovery into resistance, high, low, broke out, fell back to support. So providing we do exactly what we did there when everyone was super bearish, Crypto Savvy was calling for, I think, $100 Bitcoin or something at the same time, just like he is there, just like he's been calling for all the way down here. I think that, you know, we're looking at a very similar situation right now, like we did there, providing we held the EMAs, we're going to come up and take out that local high. So providing we hold these EMAs, I think the Bitcoin's going to come up and take out that local high, and it's just going to catch everybody off guard right now. So is there anything else in the charts that's confluence to this fact? So let me show you right now. There is. Let's take a look at the RSI. So if we drop a horizontal line in on the RSI, you can clearly see this level of rejection just there is exactly where that peak was. This level of rejection just here is exactly where this peak is right now. So what we're going to do, come back to support, just like this came back to support, and then break out, come back to support, break out. And it's just going to catch everybody off guard, isn't it? But not the CoinsKid crew, because this is something we've been looking at for a very long time. So for me, I can't be bearish yet. Okay, I think we've got the perfect little play. I think the charts are telling us that. We've got the potential accompanied death cross as well, which is exactly what we got for this parabolic move. So right now, if Bitcoin comes back and holds this neckline and the 20-week EMA and doesn't start to break down below it, I think we've got a massive move here for Bitcoin. A huge move. This will find support and break out. And that's it. That's basically the update for Bitcoin today. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Thank you for your support. Bye bye.